another topic, another chapter that I want to go through.
Report on moral panic.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Honoka, currently studying in Australia, and today I'm going to be taking us through another study vlog. Today is Wednesday and the finals begin on Friday, which means I only have 2 days until my final exam. I have a lot of studying to do, so without further ado, let's get into the video. To give you guys a bit of context, I was studying for 3 exams in this vlog. The first exam was an Econometrics exam on Friday, for which, I'll be honest, I was probably the least prepared on this day. The second one was scheduled for the following Monday, and it was a 24-hour take-home exam for my business forecasting class. And lastly, the third exam was an in-person exam on the day after my second one for my information systems course. Throughout this video, I'll briefly explain to you guys what I was studying for each of these courses and how I prepared for these exams. Okay, there you go.
Hi.
We are studying together. What are you working on?
I'm currently doing a report on moral panic, and it's for my criminal justice.
Back to work. I'm just summarizing each lecture at the moment. I know it's probably not the most effective study method, but there's so much unnecessary information in the lectures and it's hard to tell what's actually important. So, just trying to see if I can summarize each lecture in time today. I'm still on a call with Alyssa. She's doing her work as well. As I said, summarizing your lectures is not the best study technique to use, especially when cramming for an exam. But I was struggling to grasp the overall picture of each lecture, and I needed to figure out what was truly important. I would say that after making my summary notes, I felt more confident about the exam. So if your lecture or class notes are messy and kind of all over the place, it might be a good idea for you to jot down key points, making it clear to you what you need to study. We are very productive today. But the library closed at 8 p.m. and this library stays open until midnight, so we're gonna get some work done here for a couple of hours and then go. I was still summarizing each lecture this night. Sometimes econometrics can be very hard to wrap your head around. Econometrics is basically a way of using math and statistics to understand and analyze economic data. Imagine you're trying to figure out how different factors like prices or incomes affect something, like how much people buy of a certain product. Econometrics helps you see if there's a relationship between those factors. In class, we learned many modeling techniques and graphing methods that can be used to identify those relationships. Got kicked out of the library, so I'm headed home now. But I was so productive today. My brain's so fried. I summarized most of the lectures I wanted to go through today. I'm just gonna go home, relax, have some snacks, and go to sleep. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. So for lunch today, I am making shin noodles. I don't usually eat instant noodles for a meal. Sometimes I have it as like a midnight snack, but barely for like a lunch or dinner. But I'm really craving shin noodles and like spicy noodles, so that's what we are going to make. And I do want to make sure that it's healthy, so I'm gonna make it bougie. So I just came back from a grocery store. I got shin noodles, some green vegetables, bean sprouts, and tofu. So it'll be more like a Korean spicy soup rather than like a sad instant noodles. So let's do it. I also like to add a splash of sesame oil. This day I was studying for my second exam, the business forecasting exam. This class heavily uses R programming language, so I typed up my notes on my laptop to take note of the R scripts taught in this course. I know some universities teach Python as their primary programming language for data science, but a lot of my classes involve R. So for those unfamiliar with coding languages, Python is a general-purpose programming language that is used in various software domains, including data science and web development. On the other hand, R is a programming language specifically created for statistical computing and data analysis. So I just had a quick shower and dinner, and I think I'm gonna go back to work. But there's another topic, another chapter that I want to go through tonight before I go to sleep, and it's already 10:30. And my exam tomorrow is at 9 a.m. At least it's an online exam, so I don't have to go into campus or anything. I can just wake up 10 minutes before the exam and sit it at home, but I do want to make sure that I'm well rested and that I'm not sleepy or tired during the exam, so hopefully I can go to bed pretty early today. And I did the prac exam today and I thought it was pretty difficult. All my friends that are taking this course with me also said that they found it really challenging, so hopefully if everyone's finding it difficult, maybe it was just a hard exam. But it asked for such niche and specific things. It asked for formulas that weren't even mentioned in the lecture. So I think what I'm gonna do is to go through the textbook that the lectures are based on. The lectures for this course aren't the best anyway. The lecture slides are kind of hard to understand and the lecturer is very hard to follow. So I feel like reading the textbook is going to be just easier and probably more time efficient. But that's what I'm going to be doing tonight, so yeah. Now that I'm nicely situated in this aesthetic cafe with my hojicha latte, I thought I would tell you guys more about the content I was studying this day. So as a data scientist, a big part of your role probably involves some sort of forecasting. More specifically, this course taught me so much about time series forecasting. I guess it's kind of self-explanatory, but time series forecasting is the process of using a model to predict future values based on previously observed values. In other words, we try to construct a model that predicts what will happen in the future by taking into considerations events in the past.